Yeah, there's no food in the fridge. Are we live right now?
I've not had a leave, but I don't think I have had it now. Got notification.
Chiefy said he was already in. Oh yeah. Can you keep the noise down, please? Unbelievable.
But you would bring me tea.
Well, if you'd asked for it, I would have brought it.
I'm waiting for.
I was just in the room 5 minutes ago.
You know.
No, there's nobody here. Hello? We're live right now? Hello? Hello? Oh yeah, get the webcam on. Hello?
I've not had a notification saying you're going.
Well, I've got 6 people in the room, so is there anybody there?
Twitch.
Twitching. Twitcheroo. Twitcheroo, twitcheroo. Where has that just gone? Okie dokie. Okay, is there anybody there? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Yes. Oh, Gina, good, good. All right, so we've got 5 people. 5 people in the room at the moment. We will just give it a few more minutes to let, well, maybe a few more people join. Good afternoon, Robin. Can hear me fine. Well, that is good. Yeah, we'll give it just a few more minutes. Feel free to get yourself a drink or a beer or both. And I'll get started in a moment. Chiefy, yo. Yo. Okay, let's just see. Hey Bibbs. Bintang it is, yes it is Bintang o'clock, Chiefy. Me and Bibbs, who's just sat next to me actually, who's hey.
Hey guys.
We're just treating ourselves to a nice afternoon, cold, refreshing Bintang. So Bintang o'clock it is. Okay, a few more are joining, that is good. Yeah, so if you're just joining, I'm just going to give it just a couple of minutes before we kind of get started with the seminar. I say seminar, it's basically me just on here. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them when the time is right. If you're in any trades or any coins that you're looking at. Oh, Dennis! Hello. I know I could count on you to come. Yeah, any questions, which I'm sure you have, Dennis. We will get to them shortly. Likewise, any coins or things you're looking at, we can just talk through it. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, mainly because I've been working on stuff behind the scenes, but we do know and have been told how important they are. So I will be, I'm here as well. Question, embrace yourself. I'm ready, Dennis. Yeah, it's the first one in a while of these, but can assure you it will, well, we're getting back into the habit of doing it. So every few days, really, I'll be jumping on. So that's what these seminars are all about. We're just going to learn from each other, and hopefully you will learn something from me through what we're talking about. So just give it another minute or two, and then we'll get started. Where are we at? What are we at? Okay, so there's 8 or so. It's already 5 past. Right, where to begin? Well, yeah, we've been working behind the scenes putting together the futures, which is it's a different type of trading. A lot still applies from the C1M, but it's kind of using that and taking it to the next level. This seminar is not going to be on that. The futures we've just put together, hence why I've not done a seminar in a while. It's for people who are on the trial or paying members. If you're not a paying member, go on trial and you can have access to it. And we can talk more about it. Maybe I'll do a seminar in the next couple of days, but we've only just released it. So this is mainly going to be for spot trading, for beginners, pros, whatever. We've had a lot of new members joining Discord. So if you're new here, Gina, I think you are, then welcome. Who's going to start it off? Dennis, I'm sure you're probably raring to go. How are we all doing? How is trading going? Bitcoin's been a bit inactive, a bit sideways, not much going on. But as always, when it is stable like that, it does nicely allow for the alts to be moving. So where are we at? Is anybody in a trade at the moment, or looking at a coin, or just got a question in general? As I say, it's been a while since I've been on, so fire away. It's actually quite annoying. I'm in BLZ 647. A buzz. Okay, so let's have a little look. So Robin, good old Robin, is in BLZ at 647. So I am just going to kind of speak out loud really when I look at a coin, what I'm looking at, and how I identify kind of what the coin is doing. I mean, it doesn't always follow suit. As we know, these coins can move however they want, but there are certain charting conditions, trend lines, resistance lines, support lines, or if you're trading off the alerts, ways that you can kind of see what is going on. So not looking good, are you saying, Robin? So you got in at 647. So if you're new to this seminar and you've not heard me before, then I'll just kind of go over my ways of looking at a coin. I always like to start on 1 hour. Kind of the more of a range and a feel you get of the coin, the better. So since a couple of days, it's been in quite an upwards momentum. Yes, I mean, if I'm going to go just straight off the mark here, in fact, Bibbs always tells me to do this. Let me just blow this up a little bit. Oh, look at that. Cheers, Bibbs. So, okay, that is definitely much better. So straight off the mark, you know, if you're talking about trend lines, what it's been doing the last couple of days, it's quite easy to see since this markup. It's been in quite an upwards trend. It's come across, it's kind of reached the same sort of resistance level. So here, it's come back down. Can you see my cursor as I'm doing this? No, okay, so you can't see my cursor, which is slightly annoying, but I'm looking here. So from this resistance level, it's come down, it's found support, it's come up, and then it's come back down. So let me just draw in this. This is all kind of rough, but I kind of know what I'm talking about. If you haven't done the trial, oh, Dennis got in as well. Okay, cool, so people are looking at it, that's good. Let's look at a bigger picture here, bigger scale, you know, 1 hour candles. What has it done? Well, I'm looking at this part here. It's shot up over 16 hours. And then for the last, day, it's been finding resistance and support between these 2 points. So this to me actually looks and could look like a bit of a continuation signal, as long as it holds this sort of line. So if you're already in, Robin, the great thing is, you know, look, we want to be looking around this sort of area. You know, if you're already in, what's happened with the coin before? It's found support at this level, it's come up, it's found support at this level, and then it's come up. So now it's coming down to this sort of level again. That's a little bit on the wonk, which after another bintang I may be, but there we go. So these are key things to be looking for. So if you got in, Robin, at 647. 647, which is here. Okay. You know, that's, you're going to be looking at potentially maybe a couple more percent of a drop. If it's going to hold, and then it's going to come back up. Again, you know, I'm not quite saying it's either going to go up or down, but generally that is, as we know, what these coins do. But you need to be looking at these support levels, and for me, this is the key support level that we're looking at here, holding at around 624. So you're going to come down, I think you're going to come down to your stop, Robin, or about it. But you know, if you're looking, for those of you that have done the pro content and the trial, when I do the section to do with chart analysis, if you've not done the pro content, well, you can always do it. Or if you just look online and look more at chart analysis, you get different chart patterns, continuation signals, candle patterns that we talk about. This could be a nice bull flag. It's shot up, and it's coming across and finding support and resistance at these levels. So, yeah, I mean, long story short, it's this could drop down a little bit, and if it then finds support again, we've had a bit of a once, twice, oh, you can't see, once, twice, the third time coming down here. I think it could keep on shooting up. That's what we generally mean by continuation signal. You know, if it finds support here multiple times, then it's going to be shooting up afterwards. I'm on hours at the moment, so let's have a little look closer into 15. And you can see I go quite, not crazy, but I do love whacking in chart lines. It's good to try and identify these resistance and support levels. You can see here that, you know, it looks a little bit different. For these for the support and resistance levels, you want to be going off the closing prices. Well, if you're looking at 5 minutes or 15 minutes or an hour, the closing prices will be at different points. So this just gives you a little bit of a rough estimate kind of where we're looking at. You can see here again, it's single top, double top, triple top. It's found this top again and it's coming down. Let's go further. Yeah, this is, so you got in at 647, Robin, yeah? Hope I'm not going too quick, and you know, for you guys looking at this as well, again, if you have any questions, then keep on asking. Yeah, as I've said, it's, you know, you're looking at about a 4% drop from where you've got in, Robin, which is kind of the key support, because it's double bottomed here. What I mean by double bottom is it's come down quite a lot. It's found some support. It's come up and it's come back down to that same support level. I just want to see. I need to just try and get. Can you just go on the screen a minute? Can you? So I'm just trying to see, just so that you can see my cursor. I'm aware that you can't see my cursor. I'm just playing around with a setting at the moment. It's a little bit annoying that you can't. Now I'm just drawing dots. Okay, I'll play around with this for the next one anyway. Yeah, it's coming down. I mean, it's, as I've already said, for me, this coming down to a real support, key support level here, which has already found support at a couple of times. I've moved my stop to 620. Yeah, 620. What's that percent? What percent is that under from where you got in? 666, 620. Yeah, it's a bit under. My only thing is if you're going to move it to 620, it's already been there to find the support and then come back up. This is 620 that I'm looking at here. It's already hit that twice, so it could hit it again. The good news is it's not quite had such a steep drop, and generally, if each time the next low is a bit higher than the previous low, it's a bit of an ascending line up. So yeah, a bit of a crucial spot here to see if it's going to hold or not. You can see what I mean from that is, you know, the last time it dropped down, let me just come around to here. I'm looking at this mark here. The next time it's come down, it's actually moved a little bit higher. Coming now, this is where I want to be looking at. If you can see that line, what I've done here, and let me just remove some of these because it goes a little bit mad. But what I've done here is this actual shot up that it's had here. From this sort of point, I've come across and trying to identify an ascending trend line from this rise up. And you have the first time that it's come down, the lowest point here. The next lowest point is here, and it's actually higher than the previous lower point, which means, well, it's higher. You're looking at an ascending trend line. So, with that in mind, this is a crucial spot for me. If it could and it should find a bit of support here and turn up, then I think you're looking good, Robin, and we can watch this live together. Anybody got any questions on what I'm doing right now on BLZ? I was waiting for a BBB. Bottom Bollinger Band. Yes, yeah, again, it depends on what time frame that you're looking at. That's the reason I thought 666 would be a hellish good number. Hellish.
Number of the beast.
Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Bibbs. I've just got Bibbs sat by the side of me. I'm not just a hellish good number. I get it, Dennis. Oh yes. Well, I think this could be a very nice timing-wise for us being here, but this could be a crucial spot for me. If it doesn't hold here, then it's this even ascending trend line that I've started to identify. It's broken back down. 15 minutes. Oh, you were waiting on the 15 minutes. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at a lower Bollinger Band, yeah, if it's dropping behind there, then it's going to be dropping way below. I don't know where that last trend line's gone, but let's have a look at the closing prices here. This is the sort of new ascending trend line that I'm going with. And again, what I want to reiterate is that you've got to learn to kind of go off the closing prices. This is 15 minutes at the moment, and as you can see, it's going through the trend line. It's coming up. It's going through. It's going up. We don't want to be dealing with the actual current price. We want to see what it closes at, because then when you're dealing with like a hammer candle up here that touches the support and drops back down, it's how you start to paint a picture of what is going on with the bears and the bulls. 15 minutes, I love 15-minute candles. Hour candles, I love. Generally, an hour and 15 and 5 minutes is how I roll. So as you can see now, this trend line, and this is just a trend line that I've put in, going off these low points here. Here is getting higher each time. You can see it's come through that trend line. Okay, but there is still a bit of time left on this candle. So we will just see, you know, there's 30 odd seconds left. Not a massive amount of movement with the order book. Because there's just not too much movement going on, but you can see now it's got pushed back up. Again, if it drops a little bit below, you know, this is me just drawing a trend line, so it's just to kind of gauge an idea of what is going on overall. and an actual characteristic of a bull flag, what you've got here with your support and your resistance lines. You have your resistance at the top, but then you have a bit of an ascending trend line at the bottom, which could, and it'd be great if it did, because first seminar back in a while. It'd be great to, as we're talking through it, it literally happened right now. This holds around here on my ascending trend line, then it should be coming back up, Robin, and you should have some money in your wallet. So that's, we can keep an eye on this now. It's, you know, there's still another 10 minutes left of this candle. Again, you can see on, why is that getting rid of that bloody one trend line that I put in? It's a little bit annoying. Let's go again. Let's go off the 5-minute candles here. You can see it's finding a bit of support. It's amazing actually when you really, you know, we've got these alerts that run through that we put in a lot of time and analysis with, you know, scanning the markets all the time. But it's amazing when you really, you know, I was new to trading 3 years ago maybe, no idea. And looking at this, I was like, what the hell am I actually looking at? But it is incredible how much of a picture it can paint. And when you start to understand not only what red and green is, but what these certain candle patterns are meaning. Sorry, I was just reading Chiefy's message at the same time. So 1-minute candles, yeah, 1-minute candles obviously paint you a bit of a different, not different picture, but you are very much up close here now with what is going on. And again, you know, let's coming down to this sort of support level that I was talking at. What happened the last time it came to this level? Well, it shot right up. Obviously on 1-minute candles, you know, these charts look monstrous. It's like, whoa, what a move. What a big move is going on here. And to be fair, 12%, yeah, that is quite a move. 1-minute candles for sure, great to see these Bollinger Band peel aways. They're great to see double bottoms, to see when a candle peels away and comes back down to the same sort of level. They're great to identify, yeah, the bottom or the top. You know, they can bounce off pretty quick. Let's go back on to 5-minute candles, and what do we have here? It's you know, we've still got a bit of time. Wow, it lost my trend line, and now it's just adding them all back in. There's my trend line. You can see here now a bit of, if I'd gone initially off it, all right, it's going through that trend line, let's get out. No, it's gone through, but this just shows the bulls have come back into play, pushed the price back over, and this wick is nice. Just shows that there's strength, there's support at this level. So this is looking good, Robin. It's looking good for a nice little turnaround. Go, go, go. 1-minute candles look like a cave map. Yes, they do. But again, you know, I do like 1-minute. I know I just talked about hour, 15 and 5. 1-minute candles, as you just said, Chiefy, are great for, well, really trying to nail timing wise, you know, the bottom. And you can see when there's been a big sell-off or a market sell-off, because there's so much that's happening from minute to minute. Robin is not convinced. Well, I'm not convinced. I can only share my thoughts, but it'd be great if it did, seeing as you're not convinced. This is just, I don't know why on 15 that's showing. Yeah, lots going on. And also here, look, just look at this. It's found support around this sort of area before, but look what's happened when it was at this price before. Within 15 minutes, look at that for a green candle. So when looking at coins and what has happened at previous spots, it's great to give you an idea of, you know, what could potentially happen and also what support is there. and that is a great signal as with what has happened before. 5 minutes left to go on this candle. Tick tock, tick tock. Let's see what's going to happen. Got a nice bit of support forming here. I saw the head of a bear on the order book, more than 150k of. You know what I'm saying about the order book, Dennis. You can see I don't even have the order book here. I'm not even showing you the order book. Big orders, small orders are good. They're good to take into account, but the order book I look at and the chart to make sure that it is. You're waiting for me to say that, I know. It's waiting for it, sorry, not waiting for it, but just to see that the coin, the price is moving, there's activity. In terms of actual big orders and, big orders, potential resistance levels, I don't really even look at the order book. I go mainly on this chart analysis. What has happened? What has happened to lead you to believe what is going to happen? Just went in at 628. Was it a bit premature? We will see. 628. Let's have a look at the order book. Let me just get out of here. There we go. Oh, theme. Hello. The order book. Yes, here it is. You can scroll, you can have a look and go, okay, look at all these buy orders. Look all the way down here. Look at this at 600. I'm not really concerned about what's going on at 600. It's quite a bit away, and likewise, when it gets to 605, 604, whoever's at 600 is going to be going, oh, that's getting a bit close. Whatever the game plan is, let's adjust that, and it will come and go. So the order book itself I have there, I like it, it's nice and colourful, but I don't trade off it. I like to see that it's active and there's orders in it. It's good to have orders in the order book, but that is about it. This is what I like. The charts, the analysis, what has happened. You've got the stochastic RSI down here, which I do trade off as well, but you can see here the K coming over the D. I'm looking down at the RSI here. The K has come over the D around about the same sort of time it's shot up here. It's still coming down, but it could quite easily shoot up over here, the K over the D. Thing with the RSI though, it does fluctuate quite a lot, and depending on what time frame you're looking at, it does paint a bit of a different picture. You can see here the K has actually come over the D, which is obviously a good sign. It's something that we're looking for. So it's just at a little bit of a crucial spot here, bit of a standstill, but it's holding a bit higher than this previous low price. So, did I just go off there? So to me, it's potentially going to be looking very good. Let's go back onto this. Okay, so we're at 6. Should have bought that one time. Well, it's still 631 now. Robin was in it. Order book manipulates the minds. It does, Dennis, yeah. The order book can change, and it really does. I've been caught out, my brother's been caught out. You're seeing a huge order at a potential, for example here, if I look in the order book and there's a massive order for 10 Bitcoin at 620, that is going to either give me false hope of the support there. I know that there's good support because on a variety of occasions and for quite a period of time it's held at this level. It's already done that, so I know it's going to potentially do that again. In terms of big orders in the order book, they are there exactly for that. They are there 1 minute and then gone the next. So yeah, a lot of manipulation there that you do have to be aware of. We've got 20 seconds left of this candle. So let's have a look. Anybody else out there? I can see a few more members. Gina, are you still with us? I think you're one of your first seminars. Do you have any questions? Oh, look what's going on here. Let's just keep an eye. No questions so far. Okay, well, feel free to ask away, or as always, just you can send a message on Discord to me or any of the admin team at any time. There's a couple of us in Bali. We live in Bali, and there's a couple, including my brother, that are back in England. So internationally, time zone wise, we've got it split a bit. ARPA. Well, let's have a look at ARPA while we keep an eye on good old internet. But I don't want to monopolize you guys. Can you have a look at Dusk as well? So ARPA and Dusk. Oh, the internet is not booming. Wow, that is being very slow. Is your internet okay? Just bear with me, guys. I think the cogs are turning over here. The internet is just taking a little bit longer than usual. So that's ARPA we've got bringing up. Let's put on Dusk. Can you just check that install? So I'm just going to be bringing up these coins. Okay, here we go. That seems to be... Yes, it's kick-started. We're back on. Bear with me. Here we go. So ARPA and... my internet just faded out. Bali life indeed. ARPA is cursed. When did you get in on ARPA, Dennis, and what price? Okay, I think yes, the internet is coming back through. I don't want to say. Okay, you don't have to say. That's fine. That's fine. Let me see. Okay, 5-minute candles. That's not looking good initially. I'm guessing you've not got in the last 5 minutes. So as always, let's have a look at... Yeah, okay, we'll start with ARPA, and then we'll go to... yeah, this is not looking too good. Initially, let's look here. Even though they're slightly off, I would call that's a double top. It's come up, it's found a point, it's been rejected down, it's come up, similar sort of top, it's come down, and it's been pushed right down and down and down and down. And now it's just been going sideways a bit until now, and it's, yeah, that itself, I like to look on day candles to have a see. It's, yeah, obviously I don't know when you got in, Dennis. 1 day candles are revealing, yes they are. I think this is going to, based on this, it's had a huge pump up. I mean, absolutely massive. It's come down, but now it's trickling down. I think this will be coming back to, where are we at here? Let's just see one thing. Yeah, I think it's still got a bit of a leg to come down, especially with that red candle now. It's gone, it's shot down, it's come sideways, and now it's shot right down. So, yeah, this, I don't know when you got in, Dennis, or how long you've been in there. but more than 360. Okay, so you got in. Well, yeah, quite high. Did you get in before or after the double top? Had you seen this? Do you understand the double top? It coming up, coming down, coming up, similar sort of height, and it getting rejected and coming down. Was you in before? Why you couldn't have been in before? Because otherwise that would have been quite a nice bit of profit. Yeah, that's, I don't know how much you're in for. It does look a bit cursed. I would look to maybe get out. Moving on to Dusk. What a great coin Dusk is. Let me just have a sip of my beer while I load this up. Okay, so 1 hour candles. Ooh. Okay, so for the last few days it's been a nice upwards momentum. Again, I'm not too sure when you've got in, Robin. I could look at the alerts, I'm sure, but let's have a look here. Kind of rough sort of trending lines here. I would say at the moment, as you can see, this is breaking through this ascending trend line that it's had for quite a while. So yeah, if you're in on okay, you're just looking at it. It was after the double top. Well, Dennis, sorry, yeah, for the ARPA one, just good to identify if a coin comes up to a price like this one here. If it comes up to this sort of price, it comes down. And then again, from, let's say for example, from this level it came here and it went back up to the same sort of region, and then it came down again. That's called a double top. You can get a triple top. The more times it tops, then the more likely, the stronger the resistance, and it's going to be coming down. Double tops, double bottoms. Double bottoms are a great sign of a reversal coming up. Yeah, this for me, I mean, if this was on futures, which I know you're seeing at the moment, Robin, this for me, having it shot up and followed this ascending trend line for well over a day, and now it's coming through, still about 20 minutes left of this candle. I would keep an eye on this, and I would be looking to short this, which is great what you can do with futures, because I think from here, it's going to drop down probably at least a good 5% or so, down to the 520 region. But again, it is not 100% sure yet. This is still ongoing, and it's still an hour candle, which is quite long. Well, 60 minutes to be exact. But then you look here on 15-minute candles. What do we have here? We have a nice, very nice bit of support. And as you can see here, that trend line that I've put in, it's just coming through, but it's again at a bit of a crunchy, crucial spot. It's either going to hold at this point, and therefore it will be a continuation signal, and next step up it will go. Or if it breaks this trend, which has been in for a day or so, then down it will come, and it's gone up quite a lot, so I think it will come down quite hard. Looking at it here, you can just see when you start to look at chart patterns more and more, we've come up, across, up, across, up, across, up, across, up. Now not just across, it's lost a bit of steam. It's starting to kind of tail off a bit. Oh, it's dribbling down. I think this is going to continue shooting down. What beer? Just got in, was in a meeting earlier. Most important question, what beer are you drinking? We are currently drinking Bintang, which we're living in Bali at the moment, and probably will do for quite some time. It's in Indonesian, Bintang means star. So we're not drinking a star, we're drinking a beer that's called a star, that's Bintang. How are you doing, Rubens? Thank you for joining. Do you have any questions apart from what beer I'm drinking? No problem, Robin, Dennis. Yeah, dusk. When you get your head around futures, this for me right now, soon I would be and will be shorting it because it's come up, and it's now coming across. Soon to be going down. Let's go back to BLZ. Oh. Do you have any faith now, Robin? Let's have a look. BLZ is looking better. Oh, it's found some support at this line here. This ascending trend line. It's found support. And now it's on the way back up. 640. Yes, it's moving up. Chiefy, I know you are in on this one. 638, I think you got in. Again, this is only 15-minute candles. Looking at it looks a little bit different, but we have this line coming up. Yeah, it's looking good. I've got faith in it, Robin. I've got faith in you that you went in, and all will be good. I mean, the main thing is, what you guys should realize is, if and when it finds support here and it starts to come back up, then one thing we kind of promote and we talk about more and more in the pro section, or once you've got your trades under your belt, you're using the spreadsheet, you soon realize you can get a lot more out of the trades for doing the same trades. It's kind of starting to realize, based on the alerts, based on what trades you've done, the percentages you're getting, how to get more out of each trade. Well, for me, I'd be looking at this and going, right, here's the sort of resistance level. Let me just put this, here's the resistance level up here, around about the 700 region. So if I was getting in around here, or seeing the support, then again, I wouldn't go for 10%, but it's gonna be coming up a few percent if and when it keeps finding support at this level. We'll watch the archive later and try to catch up. Yeah, the actual the trading seminars I did, I only downloaded one of the last ones, just because I was getting my head around actually exporting it, downloading it. But we're going to have all of these on YouTube. And as I say, I'm going to be doing them more and more regularly. Some of them with spot trading, futures trading. It's all relevant. It's all chart analysis, looking at coins, candles, patterns, and behaviors of between the bears and the bulls, trying to understand what is going on. So plenty more to come. But yeah, you can watch this afterwards, no problem. For those of you who are joined, any questions, or any of you guys in here got questions? Obviously, we've looked at a few coins on this. We've shared some information on here. I would actually get rid of this now as the support is gone. That would be the new trend that I'm looking at. Yeah, Chiefy, nice work. Glad to see the trade is going good so far. I'm just got to hope that it's nice doji forming here after a bit of a downwards momentum. Good to keep an eye on the RSI before a bit of a turn up. If you're trading smaller sums, $100 to 400, the plan calculator would suggest probably more risky profit and loss margins. I'm not sure I follow exactly what you mean, because I don't know which calculator you're working off, but you've got your plan aspect in terms of percentages that you're going for. But now we're just kind of encouraging people to up their profits and reduce their losses, which I know is easier said than done. Any tips for identifying chart patterns Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you've heard of what we've just talked about here, but you know, chart patterns to identify, you know, stuff that I go over in the pro stuff or stuff that you can read up on. In terms of chart patterns, continuation signals is really what you're looking for, and they are bull flags. You have ascending triangles. You have your reverse head and shoulders. I suppose the main thing with identifying is, you know, how much can you get from each trade without being too greedy is kind of like what I identified here, Reburns, is that, you know, if you're able to learn to identify these bottoms, these supports, and also the resistance, then depending on when you get in on the trade, you don't want to go fully to the max, you know, where the resistance level is. But you know, if you're getting close to where the support level is, or with the alerts you've got coming in, and based on the trades that you've done before, you'll see with the trades, if you're recording them all, you know, you'll know, number one, if you're getting in too soon, which we all do. That's one thing I still even do. When these coins start popping, the candles start changing colours, it's like, right, quick, I need to get in. So we can all get in. If we're longing a coin, we can all get in lower, for sure. In terms of getting more out, well, just look at your calculator, look at the trades that you've done and see what your average is. But then it's that with what alert has come through, or if you're looking just off chart analysis, then it's seeing where are you at in terms of, you know, with what's going on. If we're going back onto 5-minute candles here, or, you know, that bloody trend line has gone again, but you can, if you're looking on a bigger picture, I suppose my advice is to look more on a bit of a band waves, which just had alerts recently. Yeah, so I can jump on to, let's go on to band. Band, another great coin. Band wave. Oh, come on, internet. Tick-tock. For those of you that are here, Gina or any newbies, we've got a few people in here. The alerts are something that the pro people get. We offer a trial for it as well. Just alerts me and my brother have put together, really, just to try and save time, stop you having to look through the markets for coins that are going to be reversing soon. You still have to apply the method, chart analysis, which I suppose is all this which I'm talking about here. So, alert or not, you know, the alerts save a lot of time. They're at a very high percentage of coins that are going to be reversing soon, but it's all the same. You know, you still have to apply the method. So what we're working on with here, we can put into play. So, band. Okay, and you can see just them 3 ones. Let me just have a quick look at the D alerts. Band came in at 266.56 20 minutes ago. 266.56 20 minutes ago. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, that is bringing it up around about here. You know, we've already had a few percent move since then. You would have had to have acted quick, but, you know, 5-minute candles, the alert came in at 20 here. So, you know, the over 5% has come down. It's started to peel away. The K over the D there's already been a few percent there. In terms of looking at, you know, a bigger picture, then let's see what the coin has been doing. Overall, it's been coming up nicely. It's then had quite a bit of a sell-off, which could imply, right, wow, okay, this coin is on the way down. But look at here, you've got a 15-minute candle and a 15-minute candle. The next two candles, it has come up almost to where it started, which will be reflected here on the hour candle. And that is a whopper of a hammer candle, which, even though there's been a sell-off, the bulls have come back in and pushed the price up. On top of this now is a good few percent. So with that in mind, with what you're asking in terms of getting more from the trade, of course it depends when you got in. And for me, I think this now will trickle down a little bit, come back down to this sort of region here before then going on a bit of a surge up. So I think it's going to come back down to here, or it may find support at this level and then continue back up. Again, how much to get from a trade, it does depend when you get in, and kind of at the moment now, one thing to look at, especially with 5-minute candles, etc. The Bollinger Bands, it's all a bit narrow. It's all a bit squeezy. It was narrow, not much going on for a while. It's had a drop down, but it's come back up. So there is a bit of a downwards try at the moment. So I would just try and get what you can, you know, a percent or two. Let's just see with the last one here, waves. I think this can be the last coin that we look at, coming up to an hour now. I generally like to keep these at an hour. You know, this will be, I'll put the link to YouTube for those of you, if you've just joined, you can re-watch this. I like the look of just straight away. The coin, the alert came in around about here, but on the 15-minute candle we've had a hammer candle, which shows great support. The K has come over the D, and we found some nice supports here, and we're starting to turn up. This compared to the other one, well, let's have a look here. Again, you obviously don't want to be going for 7%, but the Bollinger Bands are much wider. Let's look on our candles. Again, we do have a nice hammer candle coming, but just word of caution, over the last couple of hours, it's been in quite an upwards trend. The last couple of hours, it's been in a bit of a downwards trend. So 7 minutes left of this candle. It's always very good to wait to for the candle to close on the time period that you're looking at, because you will see some movement, especially around the hour marks and quarter past and half past hours, when the candles are closing. So yeah, I hope that helps. Any questions, then I'll be back on in the next couple of days, probably over the weekend at some point with another seminar. As always, you can message me, my bro, any of the admin team on Discord. We're here to help. We've just had the futures content come out, which is exciting stuff, similar to this sort of trading, but you well, you just get more from each trade. The trades are quicker. Many benefits to it. It bears the same risk as any trading. You know, we teach you a nice, safe way to do it. So, yeah, thanks for logging in. Thanks for your questions. You're welcome for the quick refresher. As I say, I'll post the link in so you can rewatch the rest of it. And yeah, happy trading. I will. Well, Robin, keep an eye on BLZ, and yeah, let me know when when you make some money. Feel free to let me know in the community. Okay, guys, have a good day wherever you are, and speak to you soon. Over and out.